Hello and welcome to the 22nd Annual Investment Week Investment Company of the Year Awards in association with the Association of Investment Companies. My name is Katrina Lloyd and I'm Editor-in-Chief on Investment Week. Looking back at the history of these awards, we have enjoyed some great nights celebrating our winners, sharing ideas and meeting new contacts. This year is obviously very different, but now more than ever it is vital to highlight excellence in the investment company sector and use these awards to once again bring the industry together. COVID-19 has brought significant challenges in 2020, and how investment companies have weathered the storms this year using all the tools at their disposal was a key consideration for our judges. However, it is important we also look to the future too. The theme of this year's event is unlocking a wealth of opportunities in a changed world, and the awards this year are a chance to honour managers, giving investors access to some of the world's most exciting companies in a supportive structure, while areas like ESG analysis have taken on a fresh importance. We are also pleased to award our first ever Rising Star accolade, as we want to help encourage new talent in the sector. We will be hearing later how the industry is trying to attract diverse new talent with a number of initiatives. Finally, we will be celebrating the first winner of our newly renamed Jackie Beard Award for Outstanding Contribution to the Industry. Before we begin, I need to thank a few people. The shortlists for the awards are constructed using scores provided by the AIC using Morningstar data. Thanks to them for providing the data this year. Winners were then chosen by our judging panel after heated debate during our judging sessions. So now is the time to thank our amazing judges this year for all their time judging these awards. We have some long-established names on the panel, but also added some new judges this year. They are all passionate about this sector. Thanks as well to Investment Week's David Brenchley for helping on the judging days. Here are the people to thank. Thank you also to the AIC for supporting this event, and to our sponsors Baillie Gifford and Fidelity International. We are also supporting a very worthy cause this afternoon. We will now show you a short video that will tell you about the charity Place to Be.
I hadn't really heard about Place to Be until sadly our son Sam took his own life in 2018. So when Sam first started showing signs of depression and anxiety, it's very difficult to spot the difference between that and a normal teenager growing up. We weren't really aware as parents that there was something deeper to that. How do you help teachers and parents spot these sorts of signs in ways that hopefully directly and indirectly will benefit other children, young adults and their families?
When I feel sad or angry, I can just tell them and let it all out. The stuff that you keep inside you because you don't want to tell anyone. And you can also talk about what's happening at home. They'll try to help you fix it. I now am really a lot more confident than I used to be. Yeah, and happier.
A few weeks ago, something very sad happened to my dad. And then when I went to Place to Be, it made me feel better because I got to talk about my feelings.
My mum and my dad, they were going through a breakup kind of thing. and I used to have really bad panic attacks. It was just kind of nice having somebody there to talk about stuff like that and not be ashamed of it.
We've all been children, and we all know the highs and lows of that. And therefore, trying to support parents, children and schools create an environment in which vulnerable children feel that they have the ability to talk to others who will listen and give guidance to them simply has to be beneficial.
Thank you for watching, and thank you to Place to Be for all the work they are doing. We hope you're able to support. There are 2 ways in which you can donate today, either directly through the donation link or by taking part in the silent auction, with all proceeds going to Place to Be. Both links for these are here on the webpage. Now, without further ado, let's crown some winners. For every award, you will see a shortlist appear on the screen, and I will announce any highly commended accolades, and then of course our winners. Our first category today is UK All Companies, and the shortlist is on your screen now. The judges awarded a highly commended in recognition of the progress that has been made by new management in the past 2 years and the turnaround in performance. Congratulations to our highly commended Baillie Gifford UK Growth Fund. But the judges said their winner was a trust which has seen changes on the investment team, but they have started to generate their outperformance and are genuinely looking to generate alpha through stock selection. The winner is the Mercantile Investment Trust. Congratulations, Mercantile. Next, we move to the award for UK Income. Here are the finalists. The judges gave a highly commended in this category, in part to recognise the Trust's recent merger, which the judges said was important for the sector, where mergers are rare. Our highly commended today goes to Murray Income Trust. But the judges noted one trust was clearly the standout performer in this sector and was ahead of the pack. The winner is Finsbury Growth and Income Trust. Now we arrive at the UK Smaller Companies category. Let's look at the names in the frame. The judges noted the discount on this trust has narrowed substantially over the past couple of years, while the manager has made the vehicle a differentiated proposition from others in the group stables and very much investable in its own right. Well done to our highly commended BlackRock Throgmorton Trust. But the judges said the winning trust is run by an unsung hero of the sector who has done a very good job for her shareholders. The winner is JP Morgan Smaller Companies Investment Trust. Congratulations. We move ahead now to the award for Asia Pacific. Here are the finalists. The judges praised this winning trust for generating impressive returns and the manager's ability to pick the long-term winners in the region. The winner is Pacific Horizon Investment Trust. Next, we have the award for Europe. Here are the names in the frame. The winner was a clear favourite with the judges due to the consistency of its performance. The judges noted the manager was a bit of an unsung hero who has done some really good things with the portfolio. The trust is also one of the few in the sector with a discount control mechanism that has been used to keep its discount relatively tight. The winner is BlackRock Greater Europe Investment Trust. Congratulations. Our next award category is Overseas. Here are the names to watch. The judges gave a highly commended here to a trust they said was not just the light version of a bigger trust in the group's range, and it has managed to do well with a more diversified portfolio. Well done to our highly commended the Monks Investment Trust. But the judges said the winner was the Flagship Investment Trust, having gained traction with a whole range of investors. It was praised for consistent performance and very low discount volatility. The winner is Scottish Mortgage Investment Trust. We move now to the award for overseas income. Let's take a moment to see the names on the shortlist. The judges said this winning trust has really pushed on under the management team, with a focus not just on companies that can produce attractive dividends, but can grow those dividends over the long term. Congratulations to our winner, Scottish American Investment Company. Up next, we have the award for overseas smaller companies. Please take a look at the finalists. The judges gave a highly commended here to a trust which has had the toughest job but performed exceptionally well and has properly integrated ESG. Highly commended goes to Montanaro European Smaller Companies Trust. But the judges noted their winner had benefited from a strong investment approach, had reduced fees and outperformed the benchmark, while they liked the inclusion of unquoted holdings. The winner is Edinburgh Worldwide Investment Trust. Congratulations. Coming up now, we have the award for emerging markets. Please take a look at our shortlist. The judges said this winning trust has been very consistent over the years in terms of investment style and what they have delivered. They've managed to narrow the discount too. The winner is JP Morgan Emerging Markets Investment Trust. Well done to them. Next, we have the flexible category. Please take a look at the names in the frame. Our judges praised the winning trust manager's stock selection, with the trust being in all the right funds. For a fund of funds, he couldn't have done any better, they said. The winner is BMO Managed Portfolio Growth. Well done. Next, we have the award for single country. Here are the names in the frame. Here, the judges applauded the winner for a real turnaround in performance since a change in the investment team. The enhanced dividend put in has increased the potential shareholder base, moving it away from being institutionally oriented to being attractive for retail investors, who like the yield but stay for the total return. Congratulations to our winner, JP Morgan China Growth and Income. Now we will take a short break from our awards as I'm joined by a face familiar to many of you, Annabelle Brodie-Smith, Communications Director at the AIC. I asked her about the impact of COVID-19 this year on the sector, and also what the industry is doing to encourage diverse new talent.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us today, Annabelle. I'm sorry we can't be meeting in person at our usual awards, but I think this is the next best thing at the moment. I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions about the industry this year. I mean, obviously a hugely challenging year for the industry, and investment companies very much sort of part of that. How do you think this part of the industry has adapted to the huge challenges caused by COVID-19 and tried to weather this period? What's
well, there have been huge challenges, but I think the investment company industry has done a good job and adapted well. You might not believe it, but assets are actually at an all-time high. of 209 billion. And over the year to date, the average investment company is up 3% and up 41% since the market low in March. So we have seen, you know, as I said, some solid performance. It's clearly been challenging, but we're coming through with the average company having a positive return. Clearly, some sectors are more impacted than others. For some sectors, they've had a great year: tech and media, hedge funds, biotech and healthcare. Other sectors, leasing, the UK sectors, property, have had a tougher time. But I have to say, I think we've come through it well. Discounts are back from their low of 12% in March to 8% now. It's really encouraging. We're seeing some new launches coming through after what was understandably a quiet year. And existing companies are raising money, respectable amounts, more than they've raised in 2011 and 12. So, you know, some good news. And in this COVID environment, which we're all facing with the dividend drought underway, I think some of the advantages of investment companies are really coming to the fore. So their income advantages and also their suitability to invest in hard to sell assets like property are being recognised.
And I also wanted to ask you about diversity within the industry and encouraging diverse new talent. I mean, we have our first Rising Star Award as part of this, which we will be announcing later on. What do you see as the big developments here that the industry is doing in this area?
Well, I mean, this is a matter close to my heart, not surprisingly. Very good news, we've launched a new website to encourage a wider and more diverse group of candidates to find out about becoming a director. It's called Pathway, and it really provides a great range of resources for potential directors, guides and videos about what an investment company is, some really interesting director stories about their experience of being a director and their advice. And also our chair, Rachel Beagles, she gives her advice. And we've got lots of headhunters as well to help potential candidates find out more about being a director and how to actually get that directorship.
Yes, and I think you were saying earlier that you do see that the diversity is improving in this sector, and there have been some, you know, big changes there, and initiatives like that and what we're doing today with the award can only sort of help with that.
Oh, absolutely. Now, there is some good news on gender. Clearly, it's just one element of diversity, but the Hampton Alexander target was for 33% of positions on FTSE 350 boards to be held by women in 2020. The good news is our FTSE 350 investment companies had met the target by the end of last year. And since then, our gender diversity has continued to improve. Our FTSE 350 members have now risen to 37% female directors, compared to 33% for non-investment companies. And if we look across the industry, our sector now has 30% female directors. If you think that was 8% a decade ago, we've seen a lot of progress. Now, of course, there's always more work to be done, but initiatives like this award, we really, really welcome, because we want to see a very diverse sector. It's beneficial for everyone.
That's great, and we look more forward to even more progress in the future. Thank you very much for joining us today, Annabelle, and we hope to meet again very soon. Thank you.
I hope to see you in person one day.
Bye.
Bye.
Next up, we have the award for Private Equity and Growth Capital. Here are the finalists. The judges said the winner has stuck to their knitting, and the technology growth focus has done phenomenally well. They've also managed the balance sheet very well over the last few years. The winner is HG Capital Trust. Congratulations. We move along now to our debt category. Let's take a look at those finalists. The judges said the winner has delivered well on their strategy, and they've done a phenomenal job at redeploying cash they got back from prepayments across a range of different commitments. Well done to our winner, Biopharma Credit. Coming up now, we have the award for property. Here are the finalists. The judges described the winner as a class act and commended them for a focus on long-term income. They have had a very good experience through the COVID fallout and were confident enough to put their dividend up. They have sold and locked in gains on assets they have bought well and recycled that capital in an accretive way, which sets them apart from peers. The winner is LXI REIT. Congratulations. Next, we have the award for Biotech in Healthcare and Technology. Please take a look at our shortlist. The judges said the highly commended in this category had made a really clear turnaround in the past 18 months or so, including going into more emerging biotech stocks and participating in pre-IPO fundings. Our highly commended goes to the Biotech Growth Trust. But the judges wanted to award the winner's trophy to this finalist because of the value the investment team has added in an asset class that has done well. Being prepared to invest away from the obvious names in this area has been a real driver of returns. The winner is Allianz Technology. Moving on now to the award for Commodities and Natural Resources. The names in the frame are on your screen. The judges noted the management team has adapted the portfolio to changing market conditions for this winning trust. They do something very different from other trusts in the sector, using their intellectual capital to identify interesting prospects. They have also just announced a capital return policy, which is good for shareholders. The award goes to Baker Steel Resources Trust. Our next category is for hedge funds and financials. Here is that all-important shortlist. The judges said the winner here has delivered what it says and was commended for being a risk diversifier and giving strong returns in difficult market conditions. The winner is BH Macro. Congratulations to you. We move now to the infrastructure category. Here are your finalists. The judges gave a highly commended this year to a finalist with excellent realisations over the last 2 or 3 years that have led to some good gains. They have sold investments well with good timing and grown the dividend, while cash balance sheet management has also been good. Well done to our highly commended 3i Infrastructure. But the judges said the winner has had a very strong period and done a very good job for shareholders. They are self-managed and not chasing assets, while emphasising the sustainable investment element of what they do is very important. The winner is BBGI Global Infrastructure. Congratulations. Next, we have the Environmental and Renewables category. Take a quick look at our shortlist. The judges really couldn't split 2 finalists here, so we have joint winners. The first is described by the judges as a thought leader in impact investing. They have developed a dashboard that helps to translate an investment in a particular fund into what it is doing for the environment on a look-through basis. That attention to detail has helped promote ESG investing in the right way, according to the judges. The judges also acknowledged our second joint winner has had a harder job to develop wind farms, and they were leaders in the solar industry way before there was a sector in the UK. Our joint winners are Impact's Environmental Markets and Renewables Infrastructure. Congratulations to you both. Next, we have the award for Generalist VCT. Here is the shortlist for you to look at. The judges awarded a highly commended in this category to a VCT with really good early signs. They like the team's focus on finite areas they know really well, which have delivered solid returns given they are operating in some tough parts of the market. The judges said they now need to see some successful exits, but this group stands out as a front runner of entrance to the market in the past 10 years. Our highly commended goes to Pembroke VCT. And now on to our winner. The judges described the winning group as a quality outfit. They said out of the established VCT houses, the winner has made a very successful transition from legacy deal types to refocusing on growth companies. They noted investors investing in the VCT now have a nice place to start from, given the balance of the portfolio. And the winner is Albion Development VCT. Congratulations, Albion. Coming up now, we have the award for Specialist VCT. Please take a look at the names in the frame. The judges said the winning VCT is run by a very strong team from a solid investment house, which is very focused on this part of the market. They liked how it is focused on global earners, has a really interesting blend of maturities in the portfolio and a governance overlay in their process, as well as how the team have been very careful about fundraisings over many years. The winner is Amati AIM VCT. Next, we have the award for Best New Issue, which is over the 2-year period to the end of June 2020. The judges noted the winner was oversubscribed and raised over £350 million, which was a decent-sized launch. They also liked the fact there was strong retail participation in the IPO to add to the shareholder register that was built as part of the launch. The winner is Octopus Renewables Infrastructure. Congratulations. And now, to present the next set of awards, I would like to welcome Ian Sayers, Chief Executive of the AIC, and Annabelle Brodie-Smith, Communications Director at the AIC.
Thank you very much, Kat. The next award is the Group of the Year Award, sponsored by the AIC. The judges said that this group had been leading the charge in terms of fees and best-in-class structures. They said that this is their year and that they have really captured the retail imagination, winning mandates and issuing new products. And I'm delighted to say that the winner is Baillie Gifford.
Now we come to a very special award today. Our first ever Rising Star Award, sponsored by the AIC. This award was open to nominees with a maximum of 6 years' experience in the investment company industry. To choose the winner, we considered professional progression and performance, but also took into account factors including passion for the sector, excellence in their role, improvements to existing processes or products, engagement in industry-wide initiatives, and helping promote the investment company sector more widely. The judges awarded the accolade to someone they said is making a real impact in the sector. Our winner is a passionate advocate of the investment company structure and has made strides in engaging traditionally underrepresented groups such as females and younger investors. In particular, she contributed a well-received chapter on the next generation of investors to the Investment Trust Handbook 2019 and is regularly quoted in the media and at events on issues concerning investment trusts. I'm delighted our winner is Claire Dwyer, Associate Director, Investment Trust at Fidelity International.
Well, I'm delighted to be joined by Claire today. Well done for winning Rising Star of the Year, Claire. Very great achievement.
Katrina, thank you so much, and to the other judges on the panel. I couldn't be more delighted or humbled, but really this is testament to the diligence, to the hard work, expertise and enthusiasm of the broader investment trust team at Fidelity. So thank you so much.
I think what came across for the judges was the real passion you have for this sector. What's been the most interesting, exciting thing to you about working in this area in your career so far?
I think there are so many things, Katrina. I mean, first and foremost, I guess the people. There are so many bright, brilliant, wise people, whether that's, you know, the investment managers, the sales team, the boards, of course. And that's a really wonderful thing, I think. One of the other things I would say is the pedigree of the vehicle itself. Of course, investment trusts have been around for more than 150 years, and they've really proved how robust, how resilient they are, lasting through wars, and perhaps in the challenges we've seen this year more than most, we can really see the benefits of the structure, the revenue reserve, for example.
And finally, what advice would you give to new entrants coming into this sector, people who maybe don't know very much about this area at all? What would you say to them?
I would say grab the opportunity with both hands. It really is a privilege. And I think really think about the differentiating factors of the vehicle and how you can use those innovatively to really add value for shareholders. You know, it's a fantastic structure if used in the right way. You know, whether that's investing in unlisteds, I mentioned the revenue reserves before, or of course that ability to buy in at a discount and then to really realise that value at a later stage.
That's great. Thank you so much for that, Claire. Well done again on the award, and good luck with the rest of your career in the sector.
Thanks so much, Katrina.
Thank you, Annabelle and Ian. Now we come to our last award today, and a very special one, the Jackie Beard Award for Outstanding Contribution to the Industry. Nominated by the judging panel, this award is presented in tribute to Jackie, to an individual who has made a significant contribution to the investment company sector during their career. The judges wanted to give this special award this year to a manager who has been an enthusiast for the investment trust sector for over 2 decades during an investment career spanning 4 decades. They say he has really brightened the place up and is always an enjoyable and interesting person to meet. They commended him for doing a really good job as a steward of the capital in the investment trusts he runs over the long term, and said he is committed to ensuring they succeed in the future as he prepares for retirement next year. The winner is Schroders' Matthew Dobbs. I'm delighted now to hand over to Matthew to accept this award.
To very much express my thanks to the judges, thanks to Investment Week, thanks to the team I work with at Schroders, a fantastic platform as an Asian fund manager. I'd also like to say that actually I'm in a way particularly touched to win this award because I knew Jackie Beard pretty well, and I thought she was a real professional. She absolutely understood the industry. I felt she understood the way I run money better than I do myself. So actually it's an ever so slightly emotional moment. And you know, I think I would like to very much to say that. It's a real honour to have won the award. Obviously, investment trusts have been a very important part of my career. I've run Schroder Asia Pacific Fund for 25 years. I've run Oriental Income Fund for 15 years. They both have become the biggest funds in their sector. And you know, there's a little bit of satisfaction to derive from the fact that that fixed pool of capital, though indeed for the income fund we'd be able to raise new equity, which has been nice over its life. At fixed pool of capital we'd be able to deliver good returns for investors, and broadly speaking, over the life of Asia Pacific, if you had put £100 into the index, you'd have £400 today, but putting in Asia Pacific, you've got £700. So that gradual accrual of wealth through the hard work of the analysts, all the input we're getting from the rest of the team, it's very much a team approach, has paid dividends. I've enjoyed it enormously. As I say, investment trusts have been a very important part of my career. I will continue to follow the funds very closely in the future, and I've got every confidence in Richard Sennett and Abbas Barkholder, who are taking over as a team, running those funds really from early next year. So again, thank you very much for the award. I very much appreciate it, and good luck for the rest of the evening.
Well done to Matthew. And that is the end of the Investment Company of the Year Awards for this year. Well done to all our winners. We will be in contact soon to have your trophies sent out to you. A huge thank you to the AIC and again to all our judges and sponsors. Thank you to all of you for joining us today. Take care of yourselves and we hope to meet again very soon.